In the internal structure, we have the vaginal canal. This is a muscular tunnel. It can be 3 to 4 inches when it arouses, and it can expand greatly. We have the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus, which is visible at the top of the vaginal canal. And we have the uterus. Sometimes we call them that the womb, which is responsible for. How can we expect sexual intimacy to feel empowering, fulfilling, or even safe when so many people don't fully understand one of the most essential parts of the human body, the vagina? Let's be real. We live in a world silence, shame, misinformation still dominate conversation about vaginal anatomy or structure. And that silence, it doesn't live in textbooks or medias or classes. It creeps into relationships, into even the bedrooms, and into the communities and the way we view ourselves. The lack of understanding can lead to discomfort during intimacy, difficulties communicating needs, shame around appearance, sensations, and even long-term issues with body image and confidence. So today, we are breaking the silence. We are choosing curiosity over fear, truth over taboo, and empowerment over ignorance. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ness Collins, a space where we take real science-based information and use it to replace shame, to replace empowerment, confusion with clarity. Whether you are here to learn about your own body or to support someone that you care about, you are in the right place. No judgment, just fact, truth, compassion. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most important yet often misunderstood topics in sexual awareness, vaginal anatomy, and how it directly affects sexual intimacy, pleasure, comfort. Because when we understand our body, we are better equipped to take care of them, to communicate our needs, and to experience intimacy that is rooted in sexual respect and genuine connection. So, why should we care about vaginal anatomy? Why this matter for you, for your partner, for everyone? Why? Well, imagine trying to enjoy a meal at a restaurant, but you don't have any idea what is on the plate. How it is made, how to eat it. You feel awful, maybe ashamed, right? Of course, you should. The same goes with sex and intimacy. Without understanding the body, especially the structure and beautiful at the vagina, it is impossible to approach intimacy with full confidence or respect. This knowledge matters. If you have ever felt uncomfortable during intimacy, you have struggled to communicate your desires or boundaries, you are in a relationship and you want to be more informed, you want to be a supportive partner, or you are just curious and want to deepen your understanding, and whatever brought you here, stay with me. What you learn today can transform your life, and not just physically, emotionally, and mentally, of course. In this video, we'll cover 7 main subtopics. 1, the breakdown of the internal and the external structure of the vagina. 2, what happened to the vagina during arousal. 3, why the clitoris is central to pleasure. 4, Misconceptions about truth and tightness, size, sensation. 5. How the structure can influence comfort and sexual position and sexual connection. 6. The role of the brain, emotion, and communication in sexual intimacy. 7. Why consent, mutual respect are fundamental to any intimate experience. You are not just crashing the surface, you are going deep because you deserve real detailed information that empower you no matter your background or experience. How much do you really know about the vaginal structure? Not just the names of the parts you were taught in a rush biology class. What is floating around in social media, but the real functional empowering science behind what's of the vagina and how it changes, how it feels. The truth is, most people, regardless of gender or age, have been taught either too little or the wrong things. This information leads to shame, miscommunication, discomfort during sex, and it disconnects the mind from the body. So, if you have ever felt confused about your body or judged by someone about a misunderstanding or ask question, this video is for you. Let's change the story. The vagina is not just a tunnel or a space, it's a dynamic, muscular, responsive organ with incredible capabilities. It is located between the bladder and the rectum, extending from the vulva right to the cervix, and it is made up of 3 fundamental layers. We have the inner layer, which is called the mucosa, and this layer, it is very soft, flexible, and lining, which secretes moisture and stretches with movement. We have the inner layer with the middle layer, which is called the muscularis, and this layer is made up of smooth muscles that allows the vagina to expand and contract. And we have the outer layer, which we call them the adventitious. This layer is very strong that connects or and anchor the vagina to the surrounding tissues. Now, the vagina is also supported by a pelvic floor muscle, which play a huge role in sexual sensation and even controls organ support. It is not just functional, it is resilient, beautiful, and complexly designed. Now, in a broad world, the vagina is made up of 2 layers or 2 parts. We have the external genitalia, which we call the vulva, and we have the internal, which otherwise we know as the vagina. Now, let us look at the vulva. Now, this includes all the visible part out of the body, and normally we call it the vagina, but that is wrong. It's just a small piece of a full picture, right? Now, what are the parts that make up the vulva or the external genitalia? We have many parts. You have the labia, you have the majora and the minora labia. Now, these structures are very important because they play a key role. We have the clitoris, we have the urethral opening, and we have the vaginal opening. These are the parts that make up the external genitalia or the vulva. Remember that the labia majora and the minor majora, they are the external part which lies flat, and they varies in individuals. It is not comparing. And in the internal structure, we have the vaginal canal. This is a muscular tunnel. It can be 3 to 4 inches when it arouses, and it can expand greatly. We have the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus, which is visible at the top of the vaginal canal. And we have the uterus. Sometimes we call them that the womb, which is responsible for menstruation and pregnancy. There is also a controversial area known as the G-spot. It is located on the front vaginal wall, and some people retain more pleasure in that G-spot. And scientific studies remain mixed because each and every individual is different and pleasure is personal. That is the vagina. Now, let us look at what happens during arousal. The vagina is far from passive. It goes through incredibly acts and even neurological changes. Now, it starts right in the brain. Emotions, safety, all of them trigger desire. Chemicals, dopamine, which is for pleasure, and we have oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone, and we have serotonin, which is for mood. All these chemicals play a major role during arousal. We have the tempting effect. Now, the vagina cannot tighten and lift during arousal, and this makes penetration more comfortable and pleasurable. We have lubrication. Now, natural moisture seeps through the vaginal walls to increase blood flow, lubrication, and even prevent discomfort. Now, using a loop is very healthy, especially when body needs a lubrication. Let us look at swelling and sensitivity. So we are still looking at what happens during arousal. Now, during arousal, the clitoris, the labia, and the vaginal tissue becomes engulfed, and sensitivity increases and enhances potential for pleasure. Now, the pelvic floor and the muscle engagement. What happens to the pelvic floor during arousal? Now, during arousal and orgasm, this muscle contract. Strong pelvic muscle contract can improve vaginal health and even support overall comfort. Why this arousal matters? When you skip foreplay and emotional connection can even result in vaginal dryness, and this discomfort and pain is uncalled for. So arousal is very essential and it is necessary. Now, we just mentioned a kind of a substructure of the vagina, which is the clitoris. Let us look at this structure. Powerhouse of pleasure, the clitoris. Most important thing, the clitoris is a little structure, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. It is full internal structure which has more than 8,000 nerve endings. Now, these nerve endings contain glands, and this glands helps to lubricate the vagina during arousal. Now, those glands change effectively, and people achieve stimulation, even arousal by pleasure, which is very, very important that we should take note of. I believe that up to this point, you understand the importance of the vagina related to intimacy or sexual desire. Point number 4, we are going to look at misconceptions versus facts about tightness, size, and pleasure. The first point that we are going to look at: tight vagina means someone is a virgin. It's a lie. The truth is that the vaginal muscles varies, and tightness is not equal to purity. 2, too much sex makes the vagina loose. Of course, it's a lie, because we know that vagina is elastic and stretches, and that is what it's designed to. Misconception number 3: size equal to satisfaction. Communication, foreplay, stimulation matters more than size. You can feel someone's history with another mate. Non-physical sign can indicate bad physical experience, sexual experience. Let us look at the anatomy and the sexual position. Remember that the vagina is not a straight line. It curves upward and backward. Comfort in certain positions depends in muscle angle and flexibilities, and even the compatibility of the partners. Together with what? the partners. And when you use pillows, ropes, positioning, it helps to enhance comfort. Topic 6 that we are going to look at in today's video: emotional and mental connection. Remember, your brain is your biggest sex organ because it plays a lot of role. Emotional safety is equal to physical openness. Intimacy without trust can lead to tension. What about communication concepts? Understanding anatomy is very powerful, but without communication, you won't go far. Ask what feels good. Listen. Check in regularly. Remember, concept is active and mutual. Now, to conclude, why this knowledge changes everything. Knowing anatomy isn't just academic. It's a form of self-respect, love, and self-protection. Whether you have the vagina or not, or you know someone who does, this knowledge creates more fulfilling intimacy, more open conversation, more confidence, and even comfort. What did you learn that surprised you? Can you ask yourself this question? What misconception were you taught while growing up? What do you wish if you knew? Drop your thought in the comment. This is a safe space for learning. Now, be sure to subscribe because in our next video, we'll be diving into the science of female libido. What influences desire? We'll expose hormones, life changes, and how to support desire and how to support your partners, and not just pressure and shame. If this video helps you, like the video, share it with someone you love, subscribe for more shame-free education because you deserve knowledge, you deserve confidence, and you deserve pleasure and peace. Until next time, I am Next Collins. Take care of your body, protect your space, and never stop learning. And see you in my next video.